Good morning, students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Welcome to the maths class. Today we are going to continue with chapter number 13, Direct and Inverse Proportions. So our topic is inverse proportions. At the end of the module, you will be able to understand when are two quantities said to be in inverse proportion. Conditions for two quantities to be in inverse proportion. To find out the missing quantity when two quantities are in inverse proportion. Applications of inverse proportion in our day-to-day life. Look at this situation. Here we see a girl using different ways of going to school. If she walks at the speed of 3 km per hour, she reaches the school in 30 minutes. Now, if she goes to school by running at the speed of 6 km per hour, she reaches the school in 15 minutes. If she goes to school by cycling at the speed of 9 km per hour, she reaches the school in 10 minutes. If she goes by car at the speed of 45 km per hour, she reaches the school in 2 minutes. In these situations, when she walks at 3 km per hour, she reaches the school in 30 minutes. If she runs at the speed of 6 km per hour, she reaches the school in 15 minutes. If she uses her cycle and goes to school at the speed of 9 km per hour, she reaches the school in 10 minutes. When she goes in a car at the speed of 45 km per hour, she reaches the school in 2 minutes. So we see that when she increased her speed 2 times the normal speed, the time taken decreased by half time. If the speed is increased by 3 times, time taken decreases by 1/3. And if the speed is increased by 15 times, then the time taken is decreased by 1/15. Or we can also say that as speed increases, time decreases in the same ratio. Now we see that speed into time is same in all conditions. So speed into time is equals to constant. A farmer first bought 5 horses. He fed them with some corns. The corn lasted for 15 days. He then bought 3 more horses and he fed them with the same amount of corns. But this time the corn lasted for 10 days only. What have we noticed? As the number of horses increases, the number of days the corn lasts will decrease. Look at this activity. 12 marbles can be arranged in 6 rows and 2 columns. Now, let the same 12 marbles can also be arranged into 4 rows and 3 columns. 12 marbles can also be arranged in 3 rows and 4 columns. Now, let us frame a table for this arrangement of marbles. What do we observe? As the number of rows increases, the number of columns also decreases. So, we see that row multiplied by column is constant in all cases. In all the above situation, we saw that if one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. Such a variation, that is, increase in one quantity resulting in a decrease in the other quantity, is said to be in inverse proportion. So two quantities x and y are said to be in inverse proportion if x into y is constant, that is x into y is equals to k. Following are the situations that we face in our day-to-day life. Analyze each situation one by one and say what kind of proportion they are. First, number of workers on a job and time taken to complete the job, area of cultivated land and crop harvested, time taken for a fixed journey and speed of the vehicle, the time taken for a journey and the distance traveled in uniform speed. So, in this module, we have learned two quantities x and y are said to be in inverse proportion if an increase in x causes a proportional decrease in y in such a manner that the product of their corresponding values remains constant. If xy is equals to k, then x and y are said to be vary inversely. Thank you. God bless you all. Stay home, stay safe.